as here we go. 15 drivers coming into Club Corner. This could get quite spicy. 13 laps ahead of the drivers. Lights are on. It took a little bit of time, but they're out already. Looks to be a good start there from the Ferrari in the background of Lord James. Craig picks up in positions. Into Club we go. 2 wide, 3 wide, 4 wide. Coming into there, the Red Bull and the Williams making the most of it with Cam and Cal. Don't get those names confused. We swing through Vale. I think that's Azza, who's lost quite a few positions. Haas on the grass out of the exit of Club as it's 2, 3 wide. Further behind, Lord James leads the packs side by side with Dave and Tom. As they come now onto the Hangar Straight. Yes, the Hangar Straight, not the Wellington Straight, because we're going the other way around. Tom Gorian, Angry Dave, and who is that? That is Danny going 3 wide into Chapel Corner. Polytrop's already got a second and a half of an advantage ahead of the rest of the pack as we go 2 wide into Cop's Corner. Dave trying to hold the inside line. That's not going to work. Pushes Azza onto the grass. Now Azza trying to pick up the move inside through Woodcote, now into left field. Contacts between the pair of them. Bit of bad blood already here on lap 1. Jayton now trying to go up the inside. Maybe a bit of contact there as well. Again from Dave as he tries to minimise his drop. As into Adrian, into the loop goes LTK Terrier. Inside of 4, into 3. Yes, I'm just going to do numbers the wrong way around. And now flat through Farm Abbey curves. Jayton already in the pit lane. Off the softs onto the mediums with a fresh front wing as well. Bit of front wing damage as well for Angry Dave. It's a long pit run through here, and now we can put the foot to the floor and get ahead. Okay, Terrier gets past through Woodcote, now into left field. Actually, let's put the track back on so that we can see what's going on. Sector splits are largely in the same places. Quite close vibes, and Craig vibes going down the inside into the loop. Now into Village Corner. It's a tight left-hander. Is Vibe going to have the advantage, pardon me? Yes, he's still just about. And now it's flat to the floor here through Farm Curve. And that long inside line gives him the advantage in the position. Going into Abbey Corner now. Careful for the Terrier behind. A couple of corner cuts already coming through, but no penalties as yet. Into Stowe looking for a move is Terrier. Does he go down the inside? Yes, he does. Not maybe the best opportunity for him to do that, because now he's got to try and get past through the straight, and he just about does that on the approach into Chapel. As we go onto the Wellington Straight, as almost round goes Terrier, saves the car just about. This is Yellow's in the second sector, but they're all cleared. He has to stay out of the way. Now gets up to racing speed, but lost quite a lot of position there. Has the Terrier. And now into Village Corner. Up the inside goes Danny on Cam. Switchback for the Red Bull on the cards here. But no, can't quite get ahead. Bit of a missed opportunity there for Cam. And now Lord James on the inside through Abbey. Surely not. It's a much tighter corner than you expect coming through there. And here comes Lord James on the outside of Club. Can he hold that outside line and get the position with a bit of contact? Yes, he does. And through goes Terrier on the pair of them almost. Oof, lovely stuff there. With Cam in 10th place, he's got Azza right behind him. Perfect opportunity for a move as Danny gets overtaken ahead of Cops by Angelo. Keeps it just about on the track as well. Terrier looking for the outside, the open as the yellows for Sector 2. KLB has had a spin there on the exit of Brooklands. Into Aintree we go. Does Terrier go for a move again? Yes, he does. Heavy braking. Down the inside, contact, and round goes Tom Gorian. Terrier involved in that incident as well. Off track, he picks up a penalty warning for that one. Davey picks up the first track limits penalty. Do we see another move into Club? We've seen 1 or 2 already down the inside. He's going to look for a move down the inside. The outside tends to be the better move through Club, as you can really send a little bit more speed through there. And it worked for Cam as he comes through. And a contact with Tom Gorian as he goes for a late move. Coming into Vale Chicane. Terrier could be going for a move on Azza, but doesn't go for it. Azza, though, does go wide, and that gives him the opportunity to get past this Terrier. So Terrier making up quite a lot of moves there. As off track goes, that's Tom Gorian. I think he has gone off track there. I wouldn't have imagined that's intentional. As RB versus Red Bull, Terrier versus Cam. And Terrier's got that DRS, and he's going to... Actually, there's no DRS. I'm used to saying there's DRS down the Wellington Straight. There isn't in reverse. As Angelo, first man to pit properly as such. The pit lane is downhill as well, so it makes it a little bit awkward coming in. As Ferrari make their stop. And without much of an issue comes out. Angelo comes in also. Danny, Cam, Tom Gorian and KLB as David picks up a 3-second penalty for cutting a corner. Through into the pit lane goes Vibes. And 10 seconds, there we go. We said, I mean, we sort of said it was going to happen. And 2 people have just picked up track limits penalties for it. So again, not to be commentators cursed, 3 actually, but it's a downhill pit lane entry. So it is going to make things more awkward and more difficult for drivers coming into the pit lane, which really does suck, unfortunately, for these guys as they come through. This trio actually has got Tom Gorian, Jatin and Cam here into Cop's corner. Does Tom Gorian go for it? Yes, he does. Tries to hold that inside line. He's going to carry a little bit less speed, but now his Cam is Jatin going to be able to make a move. He's closing off that inside line. Is Tom Gorian inside of Woodcote? Luffield, sorry, not quite. Not an opportunity there as Tarrier picks up 10 for speeding in the pit lane. Like we said, it's pretty likely just because of how really weirdly awkward that pit lane entry is. Tarrier picks up, actually decides to retire in the pit lane. More people coming in as Vibes is gonna come through. Is it side by side here? A little further back, Cam and Jatin going too wide. Now the question is, where's Vibes gonna come out in relation to this pack? There's Polytromp, there's James. Where's Vibes gonna come out? The Ferrari's gonna go side by side. Not quite. Very, very close to it though. Left and then Maggots the right. Weird calling Maggots a right-hander. I'll be honest, I can't get used to it. More track limits warnings coming through for a couple of people as side by side do the two Ferraris go off. Almost, just about saves the car, does Angelo. Very almost lost the car there completely. Through Woodcote into Luffield. That was extremely close to being worse than it could have been. As Angelo does get past Vibes, Lord James gets past Vibes. Does Angelo do the same? We've just seen that he can, and now they're catching up to Polytromp. They've got 4 laps to do it in, if they want to take the win to do the Ferraris. As Azza and Cal are trying to close in, and Cal going for a move on Azza. As we've got DRS now down this back straight here, through Woodcote. Cal making a lovely move. On the inside of Woodcote into Luffield. KLB picks up 3 for track limits. And KLB's had a bit of a spin as he picks up damage. No, he hasn't, apparently. Polytromp led off the start and has just held the foot on the gas pedal. There was no catching him, even though for a brief moment we thought there might be. Polytromp wins the reverse sprint here in Silverstone. Lord James and Angelo complete the podium as we've got the rest of the field coming through in what was actually a really, really entertaining race here. Danny takes 4th place. Tom Gorian 5th. We've got penalties for the speeding in the pit lane. Vibes by 0.08 missed out on a top 5 finish. Craig 7th, Jatin 8th, Cal 9th, Verstappen 10th, Azza 11th, and then Davey 12th, and Harry in 13th.